Grand Rising Star family. Here is the rough draft of my new book, How to Make Contact with Benevolent Aliens. I just have to take you through a little preview. Woo! So this book and my last book, 5D Consciousness Activations, I have both written them with the help of my star family, and also I've gathered so much information over the past few years from the resources and references in the books as well. My star family mentioned to be very, very intentional with putting benevolent aliens in here. So the intention's already set for only interacting with beings of a higher loving vibration. And this is the human consciousness evolution that we're leaping through right now. Because we are becoming galactic citizens. This is the coolest time to be alive. Honestly, I'm so excited every day. A little intro and a dedication. Here's the table of contents. So we set the intention even more, the steps of how to make contact. And then there's a whole bunch of cosmic knowledge that is very, very important for us to have a really solid understanding of the foundations of our cosmos, of our light bodies, of different types of beings, how our psychic abilities work, how to attune to those psychic abilities, like raising our vibration and clearing out our body, prepping our body for contact, the different ways that we can communicate, because there are so many different cool, amazing ways. And there's some also galactic etiquette of how we should, present ourselves, and things we should do, things we shouldn't do. And then, of course, I added some exercises, resources, and references to give you the best foot forward for making contact with our benevolent, loving star family friends. I include a lot of visuals in this book, just like my previous book as well. Visuals are so important for us. There are light codes downloaded into these images and through the writing as well. It's not your typical average book that you'll find anywhere, or very few of. I explain the dimensional matrix again here, some of the different densities as well, and look who's at the top of the food chain here. I made another video on this too, and there are negative parasitic beings that are feeding off of humanity, both energetically and physically, and us acknowledging this and saying, hey, you can't do this anymore. And also, they have some other food source alternatives, and I'm sure if we band together, we can create them even more better food source alternatives that they would actually like and enjoy. And it's our job as humans to move past this fourth density that we're going through into fifth density. This is Christ consciousness. This is pure love. This is Jesus returning through our heart centers, and us being together in the collective consciousness. We already have everything we need to be able to move up to this level and even beyond. I'm in 7th density most of the time, to be perfectly honest. More on some of the densities and how it connects into our bodies, upgrading your human avatar for meditation, how our physical eyes work. We can only see a small part of our reality, and there's so much more going on. We have only been exposed to less than 7% of our actual reality, and there's well over 90% for us to explore now. This is so exciting, you guys. I explain how you can activate your Merkaba, and this is a light body that you can travel in. And then this shows the different light body layers that we have, and I actually see most people when I'm just using my third eye, opening up, I see the Atma body. I see the light shining through people's heart center. I do astral travel a fair bit, or more so lucid dreaming, where I have my rainbow body activated. But just like the layers of our skin, we have layers to our light bodies as well. And then we have our chakras that our light body energy centers intersect with as well. And we have the ability to cleanse and clear these out. And then we also have a golden egg. And most humans that are unaware of this, your energy field looks like this. And again, we have the ability of transmuting and releasing these lower vibratory things and clearing them away, so we have this full body protection. No negative entities can even come close to you, and they can't penetrate this when it's at its full strength, but they can attach to you if the golden egg is ripped or broken. I mentioned the law of one and Ra a fair bit in this. For me, Ra teachings, it made so many things click, especially considering I studied the Bible for much of my youth, and now this makes it really click together. If you haven't read or heard of or watched anything on the Law of One, I highly recommend it. There are so many different types of beings. There's thousands and thousands, and beyond that, there's millions and billions, because there are hundreds of trillions of other planets and other endless universes out there. There are so many, and there are roughly like 80 main ones that interact with Earth, but it's really important for us to get to know them. We share DNA with them. We are also light beings, like most of them are light beings as well. There's some, again, that feed off of us. It's really, really important for us to get to know them and know how to deal with them and for us or them to be able to deal with us, you know. I love them so much. They're so incredible, such incredible beings. I teach you some safeguards as well. There's tons of different psychic abilities that humans have, and the ways of communication. There's communicating not only with aliens, but I also talk about it with two-dimensional beings like trees, plants, and animals are in the second dimension. Consciousness. Every different dimension has its own level of consciousness. And we as humans are multidimensional beings, and we have the ability of communicating with every dimensional type of being. If we prep our body properly, if we attune ourselves, if we get into the ability of like connecting with our higher self, we have full cosmic abilities, essentially. Like, we have the ability to be at Christ consciousness, and that's where we're headed. I go into like telepathy. It's important also for your soul journey and to know thyself, attuning yourself, attuning each layer of yourself. I have beautiful artwork in here. Also had to mention Dr. Stephen Greer's CE5 and also Costa's group, ET Let's Talk. The Claire abilities, galactic etiquette, practice as well. Start of my resources page about myself, and then also some of my other books. The next book after this one is called God, Jesus, and Aliens, How We Are All Divinely Connected. I'm also going to talk more about the dimensions and how we interact with the different dimensions. And then I'm going to go into the shadow and expose all of the darkness, expose all of the shadow, and how there is a group of negative, malevolent beings that are conspiring against humanity. And it's called They. Also, feel free to check out my first book that's already released on Amazon. You can get it digitally or physically, 5D Consciousness Activations. This is a really great book for beginners that are just starting out and want to activate their fifth dimensional consciousness, and even above that too. Thank you so much for watching this, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Mwah.